नमस्कार, वेलकम टू BSF लाइफस्टाइल। आज की वीडियो नहीं, वीडियोस होने वाली है ऑल अबाउट द न्यूयॉर्क प्रो शो। बिफोर आई स्टार्ट, दिस इज एन अपडेट फ्रॉम आवर 2019 मिस्टर ओलंपिया चैंपियन ब्रैंडन करी। My jaw dropped as soon as I looked at this picture. It looks like a wall, a cartoon character with such humongous back width. I guess he's ready for redemption this year. I'm really getting excited for Olympia 2021. So let's get back at the topic. Top 5 in men's open at New York Pro. The top 3 were Nick Walker in the center, Hassan Mustafa in the right and Justin Rodriguez on the left. Now, when you see them pose, could you see any differences between them? If not, I'll explain it later. Not talking about the physique, Nick Walker dominated Hassan and Justin in almost all the poses, as you can see during this comparison. Not only did his lats flare the best, his lower body had visible striations all over his body, especially in his calves. This relatively new guy was in a league of his own, outclassing the seasoned veterans. Now, in this pose back double bicep, you can go with either Justin or Nick. Still, I would prefer Nick's physique because his lower body is visibly more peeled and diced as compared to Justin. Next pose, back lat spread. This pose too, I will give it to Nick based on the detailing and conditioning. You can make an argument here for Justin. Definitely he has got the width over Nick. For the next pose, side tricep, you can go with any of those guys. For the next abs and thigh pose, you can go either with Justin or Nick. The difference that I was talking about in their posing is that Nick was better at posing. He holds the pose perfectly without shaking. He performs somewhat Olympia level posing. Overall, you can make an argument for Hassan Mustafa in the most muscular or Justin Rodriguez for the back lat spread. But neither in those poses Nick looked bad. He was the next best guy in every pose. This was his show, the Mutants show. He totally deserves it. In this individual routine too, we can see how good he looked individually. Because we already saw the comparison, commendable job in his posing too. The way he held every pose, too good. Super impressive Nick Walker, great to have him for this year's Mr. Olympia. Moving on to 4th place was Dorian Haywood. He has good size but lacks in conditioning when compared to the top 3. You can see for yourself, आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ the way Nick holds the pose and the way Dorian does. That's the difference I was talking about. Dorian placing 4th here is still in the race for this year's Mr. Olympia. At 5th, we have Mohammed Elimer. This guy was 2nd at Indy Pro. His physique justifies it. In this, he looked visibly soft with washed out abs, and also his placing dropped due to the athletes above him had superior physique. But there is still plenty of time for this Camel Crew's latest beast. Now, moving on to Blessing Awodibu. He was the talk of the town. As I said earlier, he bit more than he can chew. His physique, I felt, was inferior than his claims and challenges. He definitely understood and made the right move by squashing the beef in between Nick and also taking some time off to grow. Next is Morgan Ast at 8th position. I'm talking about this guy because only I noticed something in his front double bicep, the muscle imbalance I'm talking about. In his lats especially, I just couldn't avoid him. Even at Indy Pro, even you can see the difference when he competed as an amateur at Arnold Amateur or even in Arnold Classic. I hope he improves on this imbalance because he has definitely got the conditioning game on point and he could do some serious damage in the coming future. तो बस यही था Men's Open. Next video is already up. Do let me know your thoughts in comments and subscribe if you like this video, or check out my other videos that I already did on fashion or on bodybuilding. And as always, until my next video, peace out.